Hello YouTube. Make a quick video of my first ever Christmas prop that I've ever built. I generally build Halloween props because I feel that they're easier to be creative with versus Christmas props. This one was a little more of a challenge, trying to make it very Christmassy, I guess you can say. But what I did is I went with the Grinch theme. The reason why is because I have one of those Grinch masks that I picked up for a Christmas party last year, and if anybody follows my page, you'll notice that this prop looks pretty much identical to my Halloween prop that I did, which was kind of like a chemical spill kind of prop to it. And the reason I did that is because the way the prop was designed, all I needed was a mask to jump out of the one barrel, and I was able to use a Grinch mask to essentially take the place of the other mask. But I did have to completely rebuild the barrels and obviously give it a whole different vibe to it from Halloween to Christmas. But since I did the Whoville kind of thing, the barrels, you see they're kind of bent, shaped a little weird, oblong, because that's in the movie and in the cartoons just the way they were. And the other barrel is the trash can that Jim Carrey used in the movie for sending himself back up to his mountain. So that's the same thing. It's a 55-gallon drum, cut, folded into itself to kind of create like that downward slope that it has. The lid is made out of all fiberglass to kind of create like that dome look. The straps are made from a PVC that's 1/4 inch thick by 1.5 inch wide. I did that because it bends real easy, and you can just run screws right through it. And I did like the little rivets, and those rivets are covering most of the screws. I wasn't able to cover all of them because somebody didn't get them dead center. And then I had to build the button. There's a little button right here that says dump it to crump it. As you see it has kind of like a three-dimensional kind of look in a couple different ways. That actually posed the biggest challenge because I tried building out of foam and wood, and neither way I was getting the result I wanted. So I had to actually do it out of clay. So I did a monster clay, carved it, did silicone over top of that, and did my final cast piece out of resin, and then painted and put it on. So it took a little longer than I was anticipated, but I think it came out pretty good. Now, on the windows, I made sure I put I put Merry Grinchmas, but I wanted to put the name Grinch on here somewhere, mainly because until I get to a light and can make it move when people come up behind it, unless you have a diehard, Grinch fan, they might not know what that trash can is or something like that. So it just looks like a stuff in the back of the truck. So this kind of, tells people kind of what the prop is, or like the nature of the prop, I guess you can say. And then on the other side, this is most people are going to see. I took one of the sayings from the movie, which anybody that's ever seen the movie, you can't read that and not say it the way he did it in the movie. So we felt that was one of the perfect ones to put on this truck. So, and then the cage gate kind of thing on the back, that serves a few purposes. One, you see all the little miscellaneous pieces back there. Now everything's glued or screwed down to where it's not moving, but just in case one of them does come loose, I'm hoping they'll hit against that chicken wire and not go anywhere, because obviously I don't want to damage nobody's vehicle driving down the road. It also serves the resin to the chicken wire, so it's transparent. You can see through it, so this way it doesn't obscure the prop at all when you're behind it. And then the last thing is this prop is fully lit up for nighttime. So I have all the LEDs on there. So I have a bunch of LEDs on the back side of it where you can't see them, and that's what lights up that entire prop. I have a black light, blue light, and white light. A black light lights up some of the paints and the fake snow. The blue kind of just gives the whole thing kind of like that glow. And then the white lights up the Grinch's face and also lights up the barrel that says Whoville eggnog on it. So at nighttime, the prop is well lit up and you can see all the detail at nighttime too. So it doesn't get lost at nighttime. It's just as good at night as it is during the day. So I'm gonna make it move. I just wanted to show these real fast. This is the piece of PVC that I use for the banding. See where it's real thin, it's on a shaft wide. See it really has a lot of flexibility to it. And then my silicone mold. Now the clay portion, didn't necessarily survive coming back out. But here's the silicone one. So once I pour the resin inside there and it hardens, pull it out. I have an exact replica of that piece that I made for his button. I just kind of wanted to show those pieces, so if you were going to do something, you went to Home Depot, this is what you're looking for. Just real thin, PVC strips. So here's my first ever Christmas prop. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.